First of all, with the woman at the well, about whom St. John tells us, was not everybody about him saying, "What has Jesus been doing with her?" Secondly, he fornicated with Mary Magdalene. And thirdly, with the woman taken in adultery, whom he dismissed so lightly. Thus, even Christ, who was so righteous, must have been guilty of fornication before he died. That's a very Christian thing to say, or no doubt. Here it is. This is the original. Of course, it's in Latin, so they don't want to make it obvious now, do they? So that's the original in Latin down here on the bottom right. So this is in Luther's works. This is quite frankly, this is written in Luther's works. You can see it here. Luther's works, volume 54. Okay. And yeah, that is Martin Luther. He said that. This is in his works. This is supposedly the next live stream. I'll try and do it tomorrow. I can't promise tomorrow or Thursday. I am traveling on Saturday. I'll be gone for a week. So I'll try and do something tomorrow and Thursday. Wednesday I'm not available. So guys, yeah, it's a week, Adolf. So guys, what have you learned? I'd be very curious to know. Let me know in the comments. But this is a different side of Martin Luther that we've not been told. This gives us a whole new perspective on Martin Luther. Wally Ram, I don't think I'll be talking about the Christian princes, but to some degree they must have put him up to it. You know, they seem to, obviously they wanted someone who could do things in their favor, right? Who could help them, because they wanted to take land and money, and if they could overthrow the Catholic Church, they could steal the land and steal the money. There's a lot of theft involved. There's, quite bluntly, a great deal of theft involved. So there's political and financial benefit to them. Yeah, horrid man, disgusting man. We're just getting started. Yeah. So yeah, we're just getting started on good old Martin Luther. We're gonna have to look at that. So guys, yeah, thank you. I hope you've learned something useful. Come to London, dinner and touristy spot on me. Okay, yeah, when I have a chance. Thank you. So the picture of history keeps getting clearer. So yeah, guys, this is the untold story of Martin Luther. We'll be talking about this at length. So hopefully that was enlightening, illuminating. Hopefully you've learned something, that you're not being told the full truth. And we need to have the facts so we can make the right decisions. So Jesus was a murderer. He could also, he could redeem murderers or an idolater. Yeah, that's exactly the story, OA8X. But you see, that's assuming that Martin Luther meant it in a metaphorical sense. He didn't mean it in a metaphorical sense. He meant it in a phorical sense. He's calling him an adulterer. There's no idea here that this is metaphorical. He's stating it. Jesus shagged 3 women. Now, how Christian is that? So it's scary how we sometimes research by reading commentary from people we agree with rather than seeing what people like Luther actually wrote and said. Yes. Yeah. So welcome, DMAC and everyone. Thank you, guys. So yeah, thank you very much for your time. I do appreciate your attention, that you've been here. Thank you again for all the support on the channel. I could not have done this research without your financial support. I mean, it was really expensive to get hold of Luther's works and to get some of the materials that I needed. Some of this is still in Latin. Some of it's still in Gothic German. It's very hard to read and find. And also some of it is still hidden by academia. Even the English translations of Martin Luther's works that I have is not complete. So yeah, guys, so there's a lot to be learned. And we're not told the truth, just like we're not told the truth about Muhammad, the same with Martin Luther. So yeah, so there's a lot of implications with calling Jesus a fornicator. And then, yeah, there's still some stuff I'm working on. Yeah, in this one, in some of his, let me just do this for you guys so you can see this clearer. Let me show this to you, this last bit here. This is from Lyndall Roper writing a historical text. And they write here, so he writes to Spalatin, okay, asking him for laxatives and entrusting him with these manuscripts, because he was quite sickly and constipation was one of his issues, just one of his many legal issues. He had medical issues. He also had syphilis. There's a good chance he had syphilis. And then in some of his very last letters to his wife, he described his inability to be sexually aroused by the sight of prostitutes, and he blamed Jews for his illness. Yeah, that's what we do, right? That's what we do. Yeah, so yeah, so Luther was channeling Muhammad or something, and then you know, Satan for fun. I don't know. So yeah. Anyway, guys, so that's that. I will end this here. Hopefully, you've learned something, and thank you very much, Dragon. Always appreciate. Corolla 97, nice name. So guys, thanks. Thumbs up if you liked it. Thumbs down twice if you didn't. And thanks again for all your support. I will see you guys soon, and take care, guys. Yeah, he did need a good feet of fiber, but apparently he was drunk every night. He drank so much wine, he got drunk every night. Momo blamed the Jews for everything. Yeah, they bewitched him, right? So yeah, guys, have a good night. And I hope this was entertaining and interesting. And yeah, we've hopefully shone a light into the darkness and changed the story, because I've listened to too many Protestants just tell nonsense about